Hello, beautiful friends. This is the Organizer Advisor here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. We're going to continue our important document binder with a new topic, and it is regarding your last will and testament. This is a really important discussion, so please go grab your hydration beverage. Let's have a sit and a sip, and let's talk about how to organize our last will and testament. All right, welcome to my channel. I hope you find something of value here. If you do, please like this video, share it with someone who you know can benefit from this information. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where you have access to all of that free content, all of those playlists to help you get organized. Let's get started on talking about last will and testament. Why do we need this? Well, because you have acquired assets. You have real property, you have tangible assets, and if you have minor children or pets, you may want to have this document in place so that you can appoint a guardian and assign a trust to ensure that your children and pets are cared for after your passing. It also gives us the opportunity to plan or pre-plan for our eventual service. So what do we need to do to create or construct our last will and testament? So, number one, find your executor. Number two, start to write down your tangible assets, real property, and who you might want to assign as guardian of your minor children and pets. That's another important conversation to have, because you want to make sure you are in alignment with these the people you intend to be the guardian of your children, that you share the same values, and that they're going to be good stewards of the resources that you're going to provide, and that they're going to care for your children and pets in the way that you want. So two really important conversations with the guardian of your children or pets. The administrator or executor of your will is to contact a board certified licensed attorney in the state in which you reside. The attorney is going to have up-to-date information about the laws in your state regarding the execution of your will, as well as the guardianship of your minor children and the distribution of your assets. So that's a really important step. And you may want to shop around a little bit, get some recommendations, because you want definitely a good attorney, and preferably one who is experienced in estate planning. Now, let's talk about your real property. Real property is going to be like your home, any kind of land that you may own. You're going to want to have that information for the attorney to fill into your will. How do you want those assets distributed? Do you have particular beneficiaries that you want them to go to, and how? Be specific. The more specific you are about your wishes, chance for argumentative issues when your executor is trying to execute. Okay, so now let's talk about your tangible assets. Tangible assets are all the items that you own in your home. So this is going to be all of your artwork, musical instruments, jewelry, things that you may want to bequeath to your beneficiaries. Now, this is a really important time to talk about that home inventory we've been working on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out that video, Home Inventory. You have a list of all the tangible items that you have in your home. You've assigned a value to those for insurance purposes, but you also can have a column where you assign that item to a particular beneficiary, whether it be your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, parents, loved ones, whatever. But you can assign who you want those assets to. That way everybody is clear. It's a transparent process. These are your wishes. This is what you wanted. So now Everybody knows where everything's going. There is no dispute, no arguments. It's already been decided. So that's your tangible assets. Now, for your minor children or pets, you're going to need to assign a guardian. So somebody who's going to take care of them after your passing. And in that, you also may need to have some provisions for some financial help, a trust arrangement, so that there is some support for your children. If you have minor and they can't own real property, you might have to have a trustee in order to assign that real property to them. So that's going to be important for the laws in your state. At what age can your child inherit the property? You also want to have as much of that spelled out as possible about what the expectations are about taking care of children. Is there going to be funding for them to take care of your pet? Whatever you feel like you need to do with the advice of a professional, you're going to be able to outline all of that and provide for that guardianship. Again, remember that you are talking to that person pre-passing, so that there is an agreement for that guardianship and they have agreed to take that responsibility. Last thing I want to mention is about pre-planning your service. If you have particular idea in mind about what you would like or as a last farewell or service, you may want to go ahead and you can write all of that down. Whenever you want to speak, if there's readings that you want, songs that you want, if you want type of food, what type of casket, if you want to be cremated, what kind of urn. You can even go so far as to prepay a lot of this. This is going to lighten that emotional burden for those people who are experiencing grief on the time of your passing. And what a relief that all of this has been done. When I attend funerals for friends who have passed or loved ones who have passed, and they have done this pre-planning and prepayment, you cannot imagine how uplifting that is in this very difficult time to the family members that are left. Let's talk about how do we store these documents. Now, your will can be kept with your attorney. They will charge you a fee for maintaining your will, but you can leave your will with your attorney. But if you choose to keep this yourself, you're going to want to store it in a home safe or safety deposit box. Now, here's another important facet that we need to remember. If you're going to store it in a safety deposit box, you need to let the executor know that it's there and how they're going to be accessing it at the time of your passing, so that they have your will. You need to make sure that all parties involved are aware of what's contained in the will and where the will is kept, so that at the time of your passing, the executor retrieve the will from your home safe or safety deposit box. We want to take these documents and we want to store them in a very secure location. This is a very private and confidential matter. You don't want these laying around because they are legal documents and they really are important for property transfer, insurance documents. All of that is really important for your executor, your family members, and your attorney to know. Now, speaking of, you may want to keep them with your will in your safety deposit box or in your secure home safe. But again, please let people know that you have these policies. For example, I have taken out a small life insurance policy through my little local credit union. And as I was discussing with my husband about my life insurance policy, he's like, "What life insurance policy?" And I said, "Oh, I have this life insurance." He had no idea. So had I passed, he would not have known. And that life insurance policy would have just stayed there and nobody been able to file that as a claim. So make sure that your executor, your loved ones, your attorney, everybody is totally aware of your wishes, your asset distribution, your guardianship for your children and pets, how you want your remains handled, and if you have life insurance policies. So let's get on to storage. Now you may want to put these into a zip top bag for additional security for water damage in case there is a flood and your home's document safe is not waterproof. Also, your safety deposit box in the case that there is a flood. So I like to use zip top bags. We can take these, we can fold them in half if you need to fit into your file. And I'm going to put these with my life insurance so that I have all of that together so that when somebody goes to find my last will and testament, they have my life insurance information right there as well. I wanted to put your home inventory with your last will and testament or a copy. You can do that as well. Now, just for another added layer of security from flooding or these documents getting wet in transport in the case I have to evacuate my home, I'm going to put them in a larger zip top bag, and this is going to go right into my home document safe, or you can put it in your safety deposit box. Just a quick mention, if you purchase a home document safe, make sure your binder fits. And then if you're going to buy you rent a safety deposit box, you're going to want to make sure that the binder fits in your safety deposit box, or you may need to rent a larger safety deposit box or consolidate this data into a smaller binder. So those are my best tips, tricks, strategies, and suggestions to help you complete your last will and testament. Transparent process, one that you feel comfortable with, one that your loved ones feel comfortable with, and that you have clearly communicated to your attorney, to your administrator or executor, as well as the guardian for your children or pets. You also want to make sure you have your asset distribution, how you want your remains handled, and any kind of additional information about life insurances or anything that you want as far as your medical treatment, your do not resuscitate, your living will, or how whatever encompasses as far as who's going to be your power of attorney. All of that can be comprehensively taken care of with your attorney, sitting down with your executor, and making sure that you feel comfortable with your last will and testament. Before we leave, just a gentle reminder to engage in your daily health and beauty routines. This could be our scheduled weekly routines or our daily activities that we engage in to help enhance our health, the way we look, and the way we feel. Remember that self-care is healthcare, and it is a vital part of our transformation process. I'm the organizer advisor here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. I hope that this video was helpful. Again, if it was, please give it a like. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where you have access to all of this free content to help you streamline, organize your life, as well as follow me on Facebook. That's where I post daily updates and little happy information, uplifting life coaching skills, all there on the Facebook page. I am so happy you joined me today. I so look forward to seeing you again in another video.